All right. What's good, y'all? You know, like I said this morning or yesterday morning, whatever you want to call it, it disturbed my spirit. I mean, it didn't surprise me, but it bothered me. It bothered my spirit. It's like it reminded me of that Joe Biden. See, you see the title, Joe Biden. It said Joe Biden. This Joe Biden reminds me of the 94 Joe Biden. And I remember that evil look that he had in his eyes. I was like reddish, doing the same thing, right? But this is a little worse. Maybe that's a little worse too. But he said they are super predators. They follow his home. He was saying stuff like that, and it's like you could tell when he really allowed the enemy to use him. You feel me? It's like he's allowing the enemy to use him, which the enemy already gotten him. His heart is already hardened. But what I'm saying is, he's that same Biden from '94, and he basically, this is the way I take that, it's telling us that we cannot vote right wing, we can't vote MAGA, or we gonna be watched. I'm for real. We can't support, but I thought we fought for our rights to vote who we feel that would do the best job. And I guess that don't happen no more. And you see, this the first time he ever said something about an American and patriots and all this. But they was never being patriotic. There was never being patriotic from 2016 until now. They wasn't. And they are very unpatriotic right now. I'm just saying, everybody, look, learn, and listen. He's that same Biden from yesterday. And he's the same Biden today that he was yesterday. But back I do to everybody, we gonna make it. Because our future looks better than our today. I'm telling y'all, man. But look at this with Tucker Carlson. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna give you a little brush up on it, and I'm gonna do a little reaction on Tucker Carlson right here. You dig what I'm saying? I'm gonna do a little reaction on this. All right. So check this out, everybody.
Top of the show because we didn't really know how else to respond. But Joe Biden really has crossed over into a very dangerous place. Tonight, he declared in a speech in Philadelphia that anyone who disagrees with him is a threat to the country. Here's part of what Biden said.
Too much of what's happening in our country today is not normal. Donald Trump and the MAGA Republicans represent an extremism that threatens the very foundations of our republic. That the Republican Party today is dominated, driven, and intimidated by Donald Trump and the MAGA Republicans. And that is a threat to this country.
Yeah, they're a threat, says the guy with the blood red Nazi background and Marines standing behind him.
Yep.
It's a complete outrage that this is being sanctioned as a White House event. In other words, that this is the approved position of our government. It's totally immoral. And then the guy who encouraged riots in 2020 accused MAGA Republicans of somehow threatening the rule of law in the United States. Watch this.
MAGA Republicans do not respect the Constitution. They do not believe in the rule of law. They do not recognize the will of the people. They refuse to accept the results of a free election. And they're working right now, as I speak, in state after state, to give power to decide elections in America to partisans and cronies, empowering election deniers to undermine democracy itself. MAGA forces are determined to take this country backwards. They promote authoritarian leaders and they fan the flames of political violence that are a threat to our personal rights, to the pursuit of justice, to the rule of law, to the very soul of this country.
This is truly nuts and threatening.
Exactly, Tucker. I mean, it gets no worse than this. I mean, yes, it's going to get worse, But we can't vote for who we feel that would do a better job. Y'all choose who we feel. Now y'all want to go on how we feel. And I always tell people, don't go on everything. Don't follow your flesh on how you feel all the time. But these people want to go on how we feel. I mean, how they feel. How they feel. But we're going to feel the way we feel. You know what I'm saying? It's called independent thought. They don't want us to have an independent thought. An independent thought process. Like even when we have you know what I'm saying? Even when we're wrong, we admit that we're wrong, you know? And I said this over and over again, that right wingers are not homophobic. We're not homophobic. We're not hateful. I have been on a long journey with the MAGA Republicans, and I seen I had some ups and downs with them. I fell out with a lot of them, but then a lot of them stayed strong with me, and people actually came back to me and apologized. So we went through a lot of times the division conquered. You know, I admit there's infighting in there, but there's infighting everywhere when you're around each other too long. I'm just saying, when you too long, be around each other too long, you get tired of each other. I mean, that's why infighting happens. I'm just saying, everybody. I'm just telling y'all this. But what I'm gonna do, right? I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna try not to play the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna play it. Okay? Is that okay? I mean, this media makes me sick to my stomach. And they always want to talk about hate speech. Hate speech. Hate speech. Hate speech. If that ain't hate speech, what is it? Pretty soon they're gonna call hate speech talking against Joe Biden now. It's sick and sad. It just really sickens me to my stomach. Make sure you hit that like button, everybody. Share this out. I appreciate y'all do that. Thank everybody that's supposed to support me. I appreciate you. You know, we got to support one another. We got to love one another. You dig what I'm saying? Things are just like so out of line right here. It's like, come on, yo. I'm like, man, hold on. I'm trying to find that video. My bad, y'all. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm gonna play this for you because I never really got a chance to too much cover it too much, and I'm gonna play it. All right. Hold on. Let me get right to it. People are just sick, man, and I'll be pausing it as I'll be playing it right here. Okay. But he's that same Biden from '94. All right. Watch this. Look, learn, and listen.
My fellow Americans, please, if you have a seat, take it. I speak to you tonight from sacred ground in America, Independence Hall in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. This is where America made its Declaration of Independence to the world more than 2 centuries ago with an idea unique among nations, that in America, we're all created equal This is where the United States Constitution was written and debated. This is where we set in motion the most extraordinary experiment of self-government the world has ever known. With three simple words: we the people. We the people. These two documents and the ideas they embody, equality and democracy, are the...
First of all, I'm going to say this, y'all. You heard me say we the people, right? You look, correct me if I'm wrong. I didn't hear them say, I have not heard these democracies. You know what I'm saying? I'm being sarcastic. I never heard these democracies, the Democrats yelling we the people. They have not hollered, screamed we the people since 2016. Trump have said that many times. I'm just saying, now you want to holler and manipulate and say we the people. So, all right, let's get into this bull. All right.
The rock upon which this nation is built. They're how we became the greatest nation on earth. They're why, for more than 2 centuries, America has been a beacon to the world. But as I stand here tonight, equality and democracy are under assault. We do ourselves no favor to pretend otherwise. So tonight, I've come to this place where it all began to speak as plainly as I can to the nation about the threats we face, about the power we have in our own hands to meet these threats, and about the incredible future that lies in front of us if only we choose it. We must never forget, we the people are the true heirs of the American experiment.
We the people. So when was you ever worried about we the people? Listen, everybody. I'm gonna talk with this, okay? I'm gonna talk this stuff over here, okay? Listen, Linda, listen.
That began more than 2 centuries ago. We, the people, have burning inside of each of us the flame of liberty that was lit here at Independence Hall. The flame that lit our way through abolition, the Civil War, suffrage, the Great Depression, world wars, civil rights. That sacred flame still burns. Now in our time.
Civil rights. And you call black people super predators. Civil rights, my ass. Next.
As we build an America that is more prosperous, free, and just. That is the work of my presidency, a mission I believe in with my whole soul. But first, we must be honest with each other and with ourselves. Too much of what's happening in our country today is not normal. Donald Trump and the MAGA Republicans represent an extremism that threatens the very foundations of our republic. Now, I want to be very clear up front. Not every Republican, not even the majority of Republicans are MAGA Republicans. Not every Republican embraces their extreme ideology. I know, because I've been able to work with these mainstream Republicans. But there's no question that the Republican Party today is dominated, driven, and intimidated by Donald Trump and the MAGA Republicans. And that is a threat to this country.
Before anybody ever say that, oh, he didn't say it like that. You see how he said, let me make it clear. Yes, he's talking about the rhinos. He's talking about the rhinos. He's talking about the Pences and the and the Paul Ryans and you know the rest. So that's what he's talking about, the rhinos. You know, y'all saying that he can have conversation because the rhinos are, you know, our apples don't fall too far from the tree. You know, you ask me, the rhinos are more like the Judas. Okay, so let me make that clear with everybody. Okay, let me make that clear with everybody. All right, here we go. Next.
These are hard things. But I'm an American president, not a president of red America or blue America, but of all America. And I believe it's my duty to level with you, to tell the truth, no matter how difficult, no matter how painful. And here, in my view, is what is true. MAGA Republicans do not respect the Constitution. They do not believe in the rule of law. They do not recognize the will of the people. They refuse to accept the results of a free election. And they're working right now, as I speak, in state after state, to give power to decide elections in America to partisans and cronies.
Y'all see this?
To undermine democracy itself. MAGA forces are determined to take this country backwards to an America where there is no right to choose, no right to privacy, no right to contraception, no right to marry who you love. They promote authoritarian leaders and
he said, marry who you love, right here. And he said, marry who you love. So they're forcing it. They're forcing it. They're forcing too much, but I'm gonna play this.
fan the flames of political violence that are a threat to our personal rights, to the pursuit of justice, to the rule of law, to the very soul of this country. They look at the mob that stormed the United States Capitol on January 6th, brutally attacking law enforcement, not as insurrectionists who placed a dagger at the throat of our democracy, but they look at them as patriots. And they see their MAGA failure to stop a peaceful.
See, now they want to use, he want to use the word patriots. Patriots. I'm telling you, that's that same Biden from 94. That's that same Biden. And a lot of time, there's nothing new under the sun. Isn't that right, Kelly?
Yeah.
There is nothing new under the sun. It's like, wow. I'm going to shut my mouth. I'm going to stop bumping my guns and play the rest of this for y'all, okay?
Transfer of power after the 2020 election as preparation for the 2022 and 2024 elections. They tried everything last time to nullify the votes of 81 million people. This time, they're determined to succeed in thwarting the will of the people. That's why respected conservatives like Federal Circuit Court Judge Michael Luttig has called Trump and the extreme MAGA Republicans, quote, a clear and present danger to our democracy. But while the threat to American democracy is real, I want to say as clearly as we can, we are not powerless in the face of these threats. We are not bystanders in this ongoing attack on democracy. There are far more Americans from every background and belief who reject the extreme MAGA ideology than those that accept it. And folks, it's within our power. It's in our.
I'm gonna just up and say this, everybody. I'm up and say this like this, okay? Let me show my face more. They're more like they're more like the Pharisees. They're more like the religion. I'm gonna say religion, tradition. And it's like even when you go to church, I got tired of the traditional stuff that you can't wear certain stuff. You got to be in their cult. You feel what I'm saying? And Trump came and didn't make it you know, traditional no more. The everyday politician. He didn't make it an everyday politician. It was not even like that. He broke it. Most people that I know that are Trump supporters, they are former Obama supporters, or should I say Obama voters. And it's a fact. I'm a former Obama voter. I voted for Obama the first term. The second time, didn't vote at all because I was tired. I said, no. You know, I know a lot of these MAGA people, black ones, that voted for Obama before. Like you got my dude Will Johnson, Lucretia Hughes. She was once an Obama activist. And when I know a lot of white conservatives, white MAGA Republicans that used to be. See, a lot of us, see, the problem with y'all have a problem with MAGA Republicans is we sick and tired of being sick and tired. We sick and tired. And y'all mad because we sick and tired. We decided to think for ourselves. We decided to, like, you know what? Let's stop on the devil's head. Let's rebuke the enemy in the name of Jesus. We decided to come together, you know. And I have never seen homophobics. We don't care. Most of the conservatives that I know, the MAGA Republicans that I know, at least got a son or a daughter that's gay, or a good friend. I know some gays in this movement. I know some trans in this movement. Yeah, the MAGA movement. Uncle Joe. You better recognize. See, you get all your talking points from, you know, your sidekick. It's like Pippin and Jordan. I had to compare that with your sidekick. No, that's a different comparison. But anyway, that's your sidekick. Or what's his name? Yeah, Obama. What RBR would call him? The Black Genius. You know what I'm saying? I hope you're watching RBR. Inside joke. A lot of people don't know RBR, but I'm going to say it like this here. But I'm going to play this, all right? I'm going to play this. I'm going to play this. Flag on and flag on and flag on. Next.
Our hands, yours and mine, to stop the assault on American democracy. I believe America is at an inflection point. One of those moments that determine the shape of everything that's to come after. And now, America must choose to move forward or to move backwards, to build a future or obsess about the past, to be a nation of hope and unity and optimism, or a nation of fear, division, and of darkness. MAGA Republicans have made their choice. They embrace anger. They thrive on chaos. They live not in the light of truth, but in the shadow of lies. But together we can choose a different path. We can choose a better path forward to the future. A future of possibility, a future to build and dream and hope. And we're on that path moving ahead. I know this nation. I know you, the American people. I know your courage. I know your hearts. And I know our history. This is a nation that honors our Constitution. We do not reach.
First of all, let me get back to this. He said he knows our hearts. He says he knows our heart. But only God knows our heart. He don't know our heart. Because that was heartless from basically telling us that we can't support a certain party. Look, I know some people that are BLM people. I question them. I question their mindset and everything, but I never knock them because you were judged by your fruit. But I still came to them with the love of God. I still did. You see my videos when I hugged Antifa. See, we never show hate. I've seen a lot of my people do the same thing and try to have conversation. We are willing to have conversations. You feel what I'm saying? But I'm gonna play some more of this, okay? Hold on. Let me get the right. I'm gonna do it like this. Okay, I like this. I like this angle better. Next.
Rejected This is a nation that believes in the rule of law. We do not repudiate it. This is a nation that respects free and fair elections. We honor the will of the people. We do not deny it. And this is a nation that rejects violence as a political tool. We do not encourage violence. We are still an America that believes in honesty and decency and respect for others. Patriotism, liberty, justice for all, hope, possibilities. We are still at our core a democracy. And yet, history tells us that blind loyalty to a single leader and a willingness to engage in political violence is fatal to democracy. For a long time, we told ourselves that American democracy is guaranteed, but it's not. We have to defend it, protect it, stand up for it, each and every one of us. That's why tonight I'm asking our nation to come together, unite behind the single purpose of defending our democracy regardless of your ideology. We're all called by duty and conscience to confront extremists who put their own pursuit of power above all else. Democrats, independents, mainstream Republicans, we must be stronger, more determined, and more committed to saving American democracy than MAGA Republicans are to destroying American democracy. We, the people, will not let anyone or anything tear us apart. Today, there are dangers around us.
Today, it's like now he want to talk about open dialogue all of a sudden. See, he trying to suck everybody in this. November is coming, so it's a couple months left. There is a couple. Look. November is around the corner, and believe it or not, dear Joe Biden, Black folks are fed up with you, with y'all. And there's Black folks that I know that don't even like Trump either, but are starting to look at him as being worse, like Malcolm X said. As being worse, being more deceitful. Malcolm X was right. The Democrats are more deceitful. At least Trump was up front. He said some stuff that I didn't. Look, sometimes I'll be like, Trump, can you keep your big mouth shut? Look. I called Trump out my damn self. I called Trump out. I called him out many times. Never in hate, but it's like you call your friends out. You call your friends out. You're supposed to rebuke people, right? Then in the Bible, it said when you see a brother in Christ doing something not of God or saying something not of God, don't you supposed to bring them right there? You're supposed to bring it out. See, I can't bring Trump to the side because I don't talk to Trump, but I have to. But the thing is, I never really came at it like that. You know what I'm saying? But I disagreed with Trump on certain things. Like I disagree on this one thing, but I don't want to say it because I'll get flagged for it. I know what I'm talking about. I disagree about one thing. Alex Jones, Mr. Jones didn't like it either. But guess what? I'm still voting for him. Then us Black folks fought for our right. Then women fought for their rights too. Women couldn't vote before. Black folks couldn't vote. Now all of a sudden, y'all making us taking a step back. Remember? They said that we are taking a step back with Trump. No. We are taking. See, it's like a Clinton. Oh, thank God that Hillary never got here. It would have been worse. See, God, God had his hands in this. You know that. God got his hands in this. And I know that good will win over evil. Look at that background, okay? I'm going to play this some more, okay? This is some good fellowship right here, everybody. Share this and let the church say amen. Next.
We cannot allow it to prevail. We here, you've heard it. More and more talk about violence as an acceptable political tool in this country. It's not. It can never be an acceptable tool. So I want to say this plain and simple.
Get closer to the mic, Biden. Damn. You see your wife waving at you. Get closer to the mic. We can't hear you. Damn it. You should know that by now. You forgot how to get close to a damn mic. Right now, I just called that out, and that's awkward right there. Okay, here we go. I ain't gonna be right now. Ain't no time for me to be petty. Okay, I'm trying to be serious. Okay, yeah. Shout out to you, John. I know you're right here watching this, John. Next.
Simple. There is no place for political violence in America. Period. None. Ever. We saw law enforcement brutally attacked on January the 6th. We've seen election officials, poll workers, many of them volunteers of both parties, subject to intimidation and death threats. And can you believe it? FBI agents just doing their job as directed, facing threats to their own lives from their own fellow citizens. On top of that, there are public figures today, yesterday, and the day before predicting and all but calling for mass violence and rioting in the streets. This is inflammatory. It's dangerous.
Rioting in the streets. Okay. Antifa, BLM. You never once called Antifa out. You never said, let's get rid of Antifa. You never said that. You never said something about the Bernie Bros or the communists, whatever they want to call themselves, the commies. But I call them let me show you, I'm gonna get flagged, but I'm gonna say it. I call them the libtards, okay? Liberals. But these people ain't liberals, but the word liberals really mean open-minded, open to ideas, but they took that and became extremists. So Joe Biden, what the hell you talking? You know, I never call him President Joe. You know, I would never call him that. Y'all been yelling, y'all didn't call him President Trump. Y'all say he's not my president. But I'm not saying he's not my president. He is the president of the United States. But dig this hit, everybody. This is what we are facing. Remember we was a chant at the MAGA rallies. This is what America looks like, man. We were a step ahead of our times in 2015 and 16. God had his hands in this. And let me tell you a story before I even finish the video. I remember the first Trump rally I ever went to. I know I get older, I repeat myself, but I'm gonna repeat myself again. And I remember when I was downtown in 2016 in the beginning, or 2015 at the end. It was I forgot. But anyway, I walked to Antifa and said, I will beat your ass. I said that. And I'm thinking like, okay, Trump's probably gonna have my back. And they said, Mo, come here. That's when I first actually met Suzanne Monk when she was over there living in Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Her and her husband Alex. You know, I was out there. You know, she helped the event out there. You know, and I'm thankful for the event. But she didn't put me aside. It was somebody else. It was some people, and said, Mo, come here. I'm like, what? We don't act like that. I said, what are you talking about? That you heard what they said? No, we're gonna have to pray. They grabbed my hands and said, Father God, in the name of Jesus, I bind every spirit and principalities that we don't, you know what I'm saying? That's what happened. And I looked, that changed my whole life right there. They said we don't act like that. And we in the heart of Chicago, you dig? We at Trump Plaza over there. And even some non-Trump supporters, some black dudes, they came to the rally and said, them people that's covered up in black, and y'all need to beat their ass. That's what they said. And they don't even like them. And they kept saying they had security. And I saw the BS in the beginning. In the beginning, I saw the BS. I smelt the BS. I smelt it all through. And I smelt it all over the country. I smelt it all over the world. Okay, here we go. I'm done bumping my gums. I'm gonna keep playing this. Next.
It's against the rule of law. And we, the people, must say, this is not who we are. Ladies and gentlemen, we can't be pro-insurrectionist and pro-American. They're incompatible. We can't allow violence to be normalized in this country. It's wrong. We each have to reject political violence with all the moral.
Wow. We can allow, but he never, ever, ever called out the riots with the Democrat. You notice he don't call that out. You notice that? He have never called that out. He have never bawled them out. He have never called them out on their BS. He have never. At least I call conservatives out on their BS. At least I call them out. At least we call each other out, and that's why I said we are a movement. This is not a Republican public. What are you? Republican? Fuck it. I cursed. It's in my nature. Okay, I tried. Okay, but look at this. Look how this dude contradicts himself. Look how this dude just froze. Look how this dude brain just went another direction. Next. Here we go. All right, we getting good over here, you dig?
Clarity, conviction this nation can muster. Now, we can't let the integrity of our elections be undermined, for that is a path to chaos. Look, I know politics can be fierce and mean and nasty in America. I get it. I believe in the give and take of politics, in disagreement and debate and dissent. We're a big, complicated country. But democracy endures only if we, the people, respect the guardrails of the republic. Only if we, the people, accept the results of free and fair elections. Only if we, the people, see politics.
Why? Look, why now? We the people. Why now? We the people. Uh-oh, November is coming. November is coming. November is coming. November is coming. Why now? We the people. Believe it or not, y'all, any new subscribers here? I am the realest conservative on YouTube. And that's a fact, Jack, because I really talk about it. Y'all better holler at me. Y'all better ask somebody, baby. Y'all better ask somebody. Shit, you could even ask Brandon Tatum. Brandon Tatum know who I am. Ask B. Tatum. Ask him. He'll tell you. He knows I'm the realest. But that's not the story. But shout out to Brandon Tatum. Shout out to everybody. I'm not trying to go in fight with everybody, but I disagree with a lot of Republicans, a lot of MAGA people. But guess what? We're on the same page. Let's get together and do this, everybody. Let's get together and call these rhinos out. Shout! Look. I'm asking every YouTube vlogger that's a patriot. They call themselves a patriot and a patriot. Whether you're Brandon Tatum, everybody. Shout out to Bryson Gray. He's putting in the work. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to agree with each other 100%. But this right now, come on, y'all. Let's all unite, okay? Let's all unite. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to Ricky Manor. Ricky Manor, I know you don't like a lot of these MAGA people either, but you know what? Right now ain't the time for this, okay? Right now ain't the time for this. Now let us unite. I said it. Now let us unite. I ain't got time for whoever is not a patriot like me. Now, the hell with this. Let us all unite because they're united against us. So why not unite against them? This is the realest video I ever said. Next.
Not as total war, but mediation of our differences. Democracy cannot survive when one side believes there are only two outcomes to an election. Either they win or they were cheated. And that's where the MAGA Republicans are today. They don't understand what every patriotic American knows. You can't love your country only when you win. It's
Okay, after this, after I talk about this, I might have the video just play for the rest of the stream, but I'm kind of want to get in tears. Like, wow, man, it's just sad, everybody. It's just sad, and I've been said this ain't about Trump, everybody. This ain't about Trump. I remember this church song that I used to always love on the praise and worship. It's not about us. It's not about you. It's all about Jesus. I present my body, a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable. Come on now. I present my body as a living sacrifice. And do you know your body is the temple of the living God? Shout to Karis One. He called that out soon as Obama won. He was not impressed. And I shared that. And then I regretted 10 days later after I voted for Obama on the first term because I felt like I was sucked into it. I felt that way. Definitely. It's like God allowed me to be in the right place at the right time. People, we should be Christ-like, but right now I feel Christ-like because I'm emotional right now. But guess what? The shortest scripture in the Bible, the shortest verse in the Bible is Jesus wept. Jesus cried when he got crucified. Who am I to think a man should never cry? Every time we sin, we pierce Jesus' side. Every time we sin, we put a thorn on his head because we got thorns in our flesh. And this man, attention everybody, you can call me a conspiracy theory, but this man is the Antichrist, whatever you want to call it. It is not Donald J. Trump. It is not. Yes, I said it. The reason I'm not cussing too much because when I curse, I get too much in anger. So I might slip and say, damn. We all fall short from God's glory. This man is way off. He has a relevated mind. What that man y'all call it? I am totally pissed. These people to make me want to turn to God more, make me want to pray more, make me want to get on my knees more. When I see evil, I want to do good. But every time evil comes, every time we do good, evil is always present. Every time I see people like them, make me want to cry out to God, cry out to the Son of the living God. Let me stop because I am very emotional, and I'm an emotional dude. Next.
fundamental. American democracy only works only if we choose to respect the rule of law and the institutions that were set up in this chamber behind me. Only if we respect our legitimate political differences. I will not stand by and watch. I will not, the will of the American.
Sorry, y'all, but I see a little Nas X right here. I see a little Nas X background. I mean, I see things in a vision. I see things right there. I see it.
American people be overturned by wild conspiracy theories and baseless evidence-free claims of fraud. I will not stand by and watch elections in this country stolen by people who simply refuse to accept that they lost. I will not stand by and watch the most fundamental freedom in this country, the freedom to vote, and have your vote counted and be taken from you and the American people. Look, as your president, I will defend our democracy with every fiber of my being. And I'm asking every American to
Not
join
my
me.
president.
Throughout our history, America has often made the greatest progress coming out of some of our darkest moments, like you're hearing that bullhorn. I believe we can and must do that again. And we are. MAGA Republicans look at America and see carnage and darkness and despair. They spread fear and lies. Lies told for profit and power. But I see a different America. An America with an unlimited future. An America that's about to take off. I hope you see it as well. Just look around. I believe we could lift America from the depths of COVID. So we passed the largest economic recovery package since Franklin Delano Roosevelt. And today, America's economy is faster, stronger than any other advanced nation in the world. We have more to go. I believe we could build a better America. So we passed the biggest infrastructure.
Okay, can I ask y'all something? Is it just me? But do this guy sound like the black genius? He sounds like Obama. It sounds like the black genius wrote his speech or kept on kissing him in his neck. Let me stop. That sounds like the black genius speech. To all my faithful followers, they know what I mean when I say the black genius. Okay, that was comedy right there. Okay, I'm gonna keep on playing because I'm trying to be serious. Okay, but now it's turned into a comedy show. Next.
Infrastructure investments since President Dwight D. Eisenhower. And we've now embarked on a decade of rebuilding the nation's roads, bridges, highways, ports, water systems, high-speed internet, railroads. I believe we could make America safer. So we passed the most significant gun safety law since President Clinton.
Now he want to use Trump line. You see, he says safer. Because Trump always say, make America great again, make America safe again. Now he wants to say safer. You see, these people, they piggyback. Okay, here we go.
Clinton. I believe.
Why bring up Clinton?
Being the highest cost of prescriptions in the world to making prescription drugs and healthcare more affordable. So we passed the most significant healthcare reform since President Obama signed the Affordable Care Act. And I believe we could create a clean energy future and save the planet. So we passed the most important climate initiative ever. The cynics and the critics tell us nothing can get done, but they're wrong. There is not a single thing America cannot do, not a single thing beyond our capacity if we do it together. It's never easy, but we're proving in America, no matter how long the road, progress does come. Look, I know the last few years have been tough, but today, COVID no longer controls our lives. More Americans are working than ever. Businesses are growing. Our schools are open. Millions of Americans have been lifted out of poverty. Millions of veterans once exposed to toxic burn pits will now get what they deserve for their families and their compensation. American manufacturers come alive across the heartland, and the future will be made in America. No matter what the white supremacists and the extremists say. I made a bet on you, the American people, and that bet.
White supremacists. Like, wow. This, excuse me, everybody. This is raw and uncut news, but I have to say that. But this nigga, I'm going to say it like this here, called us white supremacists. See, when I say that word, that means if you, I'm from the hood, so I use that word, okay? But white supremacists, oh my God. When I went to Georgia, I stayed at a white supremacist house, which they wasn't. I mean, I'm just saying, wow, I've never experienced racism out of a MAGA Republicans, but wow, you went white supremacist. Oh my God. Wow. Obama, that was a good act. You wrote that speech. That was a good speech you wrote by Obama for him. Okay. I'm surprised he remembered it. You probably gave him the simple talking points. So next. All right, here we go. All right, we're almost done with the video. We got 10 minutes left. Now 9 minutes. Next.
Is paying off, proving that from darkness, the darkness of Charlottesville, of COVID, of gun violence, of insurrection, we can see the light. Light is now visible. Light that will guide us forward, not only in words, but in actions. Actions for you, for your children, for your grandchildren, for America. Even in this moment, with all the challenges we face, I give you my word as a Biden, I've never been more optimistic about America's future. Not because of me, but because of who you are. We're going to end cancer as we know it. Mark my words. We're going to create millions of new jobs in a clean energy economy. We're going to think big. We're going to make the 21st century another American century because the world needs us to. That's where we need to focus our energy. Not in the past, not on divisive culture wars, not on the politics of grievance, but on a future we can build together. The MAGA Republicans believe that for them to succeed, everyone else,
my Republicans,
they believe America, not like I believe about America. I believe
the word of the day is that they don't believe. They believe. They don't believe. They don't believe. They deceive. And I'm gonna make a rant about this. Maybe tomorrow morning or the day after. They don't believe. They deceive. I believe. No. Y'all deceive. Okay. Here we go. Let's talk about guns. Here we go.
America is big enough for all of us to succeed. And that is the nation we're building, a nation where no one is left behind. I ran for president because I believe we're in a battle for the soul of this nation. I still believe that to be true. I believe the soul is the breath, the life, and the essence of who we are. The soul is what makes us us. The soul of America is defined by the sacred proposition that all are created equal in the image of God, that all are entitled to be treated with decency, dignity, and respect, that all deserve justice and a shot.
What disturbed me is now you want to say something about God in my Jesus voice. Ye hypocrite. Ye hypocrite. You're a liar and wrong scripture. You honor God with your lips, but your hearts are far from it. Okay, can we do this? Can we get busy? I'm gonna finish this and I have to get into this. All right, next.
At lives of prosperity and consequence, and that democracy must be defended, for democracy makes all these things possible. Folks, and it's up to us. Democracy begins and will be preserved in we, the people's habits of the heart, in our character, optimism that is tested yet endures, courage that digs deep when we need it, empathy that fuels democracy, the willingness to see each other not as enemies but as fellow Americans. Look, our democracy isn't perfect. It always has been. Notwithstanding those folks you hear on the other side there, they're entitled to be outrageous. This is a democracy. But history and common sense good manners is nothing they've ever suffered from. But history and common sense tell us an opportunity, liberty, and justice for all. are most likely to come to pass in a democracy. We have never fully realized the aspirations of our founding, but every generation has opened those doors a little bit wider to include more people than been excluded before. My fellow Americans, America is an idea, the most powerful idea in the history of the world, and it beats in the hearts of the people of this country. It beats in all our hearts. It unites America. It is the American creed, the idea that America guarantees that everyone be treated with dignity. It gives hate no safe harbor. It installs in everyone the belief that no matter where you start in life, there's nothing you can't achieve. That's who we are. That's what we stand for. That's what we believe. And that's precisely what we're doing. Opening doors, creating possibilities, focusing on the future. And we're only just beginning. Our task is to make our nation free and fair, just and strong, noble and whole. And this work is the work of democracy, the work of this generation. It is the work of our time, for all time. We can't afford to leave anyone on the sideline. We need everyone to do their part. So speak up, speak out, get engaged, vote, vote, vote. And if we do our duty, in 2022 and beyond, then age is still to come will say, we, all of us here, we kept the faith. We preserved democracy. We heeded our words. We heeded not our worst instincts, but our better angels. We proved that for all its imperfections, America is still a beacon to the world, an ideal to be realized, a promise to be kept. There's nothing more important, nothing more sacred, nothing more American. That's our soul. That's who we truly are. And that's who we must always be. I have no doubt, none, that this is who we will be, and that we'll come together as a nation that will secure our democracy, that for the next 200 years, we'll have what we had the past 200 years, the greatest nation on the face of the earth. We just need to remember who we are. We are the United States of America, the United States of America. And may God protect our nation, and may God protect all those who stand watch over our democracy. God bless you all. Democracy. Thank you.
All right, y'all see the bullshit right here. Y'all see this? Oh, look, he brought this creepy Joe thing. No, that ain't creepy with his wife. But I'm just saying, I said it, and we are done. Okay, we're done. I appreciate everybody. I really do. And I'm gonna keep saying it. Vote red. Vote red. But I'm gonna play some before I end this, and I'm gonna play it, and I'm gonna throw back with a classic. Okay, I'm gonna throw back with a little classic. Okay, and I'm gonna end it with a classic, even though the song is only probably about a year old. You dig? What's going on? And I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna take my little difference from this. I'm gonna put it to the side, okay? And I'm gonna end this, okay? I'm gonna end it with this right here. So, thank you, everybody. Make sure you hit the like button. Shout out to John. I know you watching this. Go ahead and share this out, everybody. Shout out to all my moderators. But yeah, I saw this and I see it. Okay. Much love, everybody. And I'm out of here, okay? Peace out, everybody. Stay woke. And don't get discouraged. Don't be discouraged, okay? Please don't. Because this is the beginning for us. All right? All right, I'm out of here, y'all. I'll see y'all later. Next.
God gave me voting patriots. I love the Second Amendment. God gave it to me. Not one politician, not one government legislation can take it from me.
I'm a gun-toting patriot, God-fearing patriot. Bryson, why they mad? Cause I'm real and they be faking it. Free speech advocate, it's on my mind, I'm saying it. I'm about to buy another gun and ain't nobody taking it. Gun-toting, Bible reading, God believing, truth speaking American. This MAGA season, Democrats committing treason. I know they think it's sweet, but you don't know who you dealing with. This for free thinkers only. You ain't got no membership. They free General Flint out the cage cause he innocent. Barton Roger Stone, cause the world know that he innocent. We need to kick out every single illegal immigrant. Mandatory voter ID laws we need to implement. Tell Jussie Smollett that I know this MAGA country. Tell China we know they trying to play us like some dummies. I looked deep into it and I did the math. Why did Obama send money to that Wuhan lab? What is George Soros doing with all of his cash? Why did China take that Harvard guy and drop him a bag? Why is there so much propaganda funny, you ask? How about that Bill Gates vaccine? Nah, sorry, I'll pass, cause I'm a gun-toting patriot. God-fearing patriot. Bryson, why they mad? Cause I'm real and they be faking it. Free speech advocate, it's on my mind, I'm saying it. I'm about to buy another gun and ain't nobody taking it. Gun-toting patriot. God-fearing patriot. Bryson, why they mad? Cause I'm real and they be faking it. Free speech advocate, it's on my mind, I'm saying it. I'm about to buy another gun and ain't nobody taking it. Okay.
All red MAGA flags waving through the South like we just want 4 more years. Democrats can't get right. Jumping with that Yeezy flow. Don't go broke on Sleepy Joe. Make America great again. Seeing that what you hating for. Military working overtime. I salute y'all. Antifa steady trying to play them games. Yeah, we see y'all. Can't knock us down. Republicans standing too tall. About to run it back to back. Yeah, that's how we ball. Trump, yeah. Okay, bury him a legend. Yeah, Trump. Hey, okay, America's biggest blessing. Free speech advocate, packing, never lacking it. I just bought another gun and ain't nobody taking it. Gang. Okay, the White House going crazy now. MAGA season, tell them liberals they can't break us down. It's up. They know we run it, best believe it now. About to paint the city red, please don't burn it down.
I'm a gun-toting patriot, God-fearing patriot. Bryson, why they mad? Cause I'm real and they be faking it. Free speech advocate, it's on my mind, I'm saying it. I'm about to buy another gun and ain't nobody taking it.
And I want to make this clear as well. If you want to come and get my rifle,